wonderful to see all of you.
Good to see you, man.
You're a life raft for the soul, my friends. A life raft for the soul. Good to see you. We make some jokes. We make some jokes on this show about things that happen in the news, and I like to kind of insert myself in there. I made a joke about stealing the president's ties at the thing on Thursday night, the three presidents over at Radio City. And it was fun. I didn't actually steal their ties. I did criticize them for not wearing ties. In person. And Obama gave me a brushback pitch on that when he said that Joe said no ties, so we can't do what the president doesn't do. So kind of like I was wrong for wearing a tie. Because I do sometimes do the wrong thing. And I'll be the first to admit it because I do have stolen items from the White House. Stephen. This is 100% true. In December of 2022, my darling wife, Evie, and I went to the French state dinner where Macron was there. And I was sitting between Karine Jean-Pierre and Janet Yellen. And Evie was across the table next to Yellen's husband over there. And they have these things there. These are the little place name holders. It's a little eagle. It's a little eagle, if you can see that. Whoa. And you put a card in the middle of it. So it says, like, you know, Mr. Stephen Colbert, you know, Evelyn McGee Colbert, whatever like that. And I thought, boy, I'd really love to steal that. You know?
So you did?
I'm not sure whether I said steal. I never said super, but I thought that would be cool to have. That would be cool to have.
I get that.
And Evie's like, we can't take that. we can't do that. And then I said, I guess we can't. And Janet Yellen sitting next to me goes, oh, take it.
No way.
So Evie takes this and she puts it in her pocketbook. And now I have it. There it is right there. And I feel bad.
Wow.
I feel bad. So we will be returning the little gold-plated brass name holder to the White House. I don't want to be on the wrong side of the law. Hopefully we'll not get in trouble for it. But if we do get in trouble for doing it, I just want to remind everybody that I was not the one who actually stole it. And just as importantly, all right? Just wanted you to know. Okay. Folks, if you watch the show, you know I spend most of my time right over there using the day's biggest news timber to build a topical hand-joined story frame, adding waxed finish, full aniline cowhide, and an elegantly fluted headboard to build for you the spectacular Fleming and Howell and Oliver Goldsmith king-size bed that is my monologue. But sometimes, just sometimes, folks, after escaping the brig of a Panamanian merchant marine ship, I stuff a torn sail with crumpled newspapers and magazines, which I stitch together with fishing line and a discarded shiv, then hide it in the bilge where I collapse onto the stowaway's flunky bunk of news that is my segment. Meanwhile. Soothing. Meanwhile, NASCAR, the sport everyone's dad thinks they'd be good at. There was a major drama at Richmond Raceway this weekend. No one was hurt, but driver Joey Gaze crashed and was so mad at Dawson Cram, the driver he felt was responsible, that he ripped off his own dangling bumper and hurled it at Cram as he drove past. Yeah, man! NASCAR would be so much more interesting if you added road rage. Here we go, Denny Hamlin coming down the front stretch, but there's Ty Gibbs going for the same parking spot. Hamlin smashes Gibbs' brake lights with a 6-iron, but Gibbs is dumping his coffee in Hamlin's sunroof. It'll be a photo finish because they're exchanging insurance. But, sure. Gase. But the best part of the whole incident is that on the reverse angle, you can see that the bumper Joey Gase tore off his own car to throw at the competitor is a public service announcement against crime. Meanwhile, South Koreans are now dealing with burnout and loneliness by getting pet rocks. That headline again, sadness gets sadder after saddest thing ever sadded. Meanwhile, broccoli freckles are the new beauty hack we never saw coming. This is where bronzers and eyeshadows are applied to broccoli florets, then stamped to the face, which leaves tiny dots that resemble freckles. It is amazing what we will do with vegetables to avoid eating them. Look at all this asparagus. Fellas, look at all this asparagus. Maybe we should build a raft. Meanwhile, recently, Colombian police seized 1.7 tons of cocaine hidden within a shipment of avocados. Best guac ever. They're not ripe. Clearly not ripe. Meanwhile, last week, waiters in Paris competed in a race to get a coffee and croissant across the capital along a course that challenges waiters to race a 2-kilometer route while carrying a tray laden with a cup of coffee, a glass of water, and a croissant without spilling. But of course, the biggest challenge for the French waiters was to finish the race without going on strike.
Wow.
Meanwhile, good news, Christians, other than the good news. Your TV is about to get a little holier because Martin Scorsese will spearhead a documentary series on Christian saints. Finally, we get to see John the Baptist shoot a pimp. Scorsese, it's dark.
Okay.
Meanwhile, in Florida, an alligator found living behind a former Coca-Cola plant has been put on a diet to lose some of its over 400 pounds, which it gained in part because locals had been feeding it lunch meat and hams. And we have a winner for this week's Most Florida. Congratulations. Congratulations, you win bootleg fireworks and a Calvin peeing face tattoo. The vets in charge of the chonky reptile's new diet have said all our alligators get a mix of pellet diet. We also feed fish, we also feed chicken. We'll do that on a regular basis, and hopefully he'll slim down. You're putting on Ozempic. Just say you're putting on an Ozempic. We'll be right back with Matt Damon.